ever wondered how safe your online activities really are? How secure is your digital footprint? In the vast realm of the internet, privacy and security are paramount. Without adequate protection, your personal data might be at risk. There are solutions to these issues, and today we're going to talk about two of them. Introducing Liberty Laptops from Calyx Solutions. These cutting-edge devices are meticulously designed to bolster online privacy, providing you the liberty to surf the internet incognito. The World Wide Web can be a wild frontier, but with Liberty Laptops, your online privacy is always protected. We also present you Crypto Laptops, designed with cryptocurrency users in mind. Equipped to support a myriad of wallets and exchanges, these laptops are tailored for seamless cryptocurrency transactions. They offer enhanced security protocols to keep your digital assets safe. Crypto Laptops ensures a secure and smooth cryptocurrency experience. It's time to take control of your online privacy and security. Venture over to Calyx Solutions and explore our Liberty Laptops and Crypto Laptops. Don't forget, our affiliate program lets you earn $50 per sale. Visit calyxsolutions.io now or call 702-845-8276 for more information. Because your online safety is our priority.
And we are live. Good morning.
Yes,
everyone.
we are. We are.
Yes, we are. We are alive. What's going on, Patrick?
Good morning, Ben. I just want to interject. I'm jealous. Pam Powers is on her way down to El Salvador for a golf tournament. Life is rough, lady.
I know. Yeah. The struggle's real.
Yeah.
In fact, Jay's actually going to the same event, I think.
Yeah, it was a Max Kaiser thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And that guy's wild. That guy is absolutely fucking wild. He's very entertaining to watch. And he's loaded. I mean, he's of course he's like a fucking billionaire. So he is the visual representation of FU money. He was like, I got so much, and I don't just have money, I have FU Bitcoin. You know, he's like, so I can say whatever I want, and you can't touch my damn Bitcoin. So fuck off.
Sure.
And hey, more power to him.
Absolutely.
All right, Patrick. This week, I want to get your opinion on the extraction event last week, last week and when was that? On Saturday or Sunday?
It was Saturday.
Yeah, where we basically went over and grabbed
Maduro,
the president of fucking Venezuela, and we gave him a free trip to a ship, and then from the ship to New York.
It was 2 o'clock in the morning. It was 2 o'clock in the morning. And on Friday, there were a contingent of CCP members that were there that were being entertained. And so Delta Force, along with a bunch of others, I think there were like 30 some odd F-35s, and the helicopters were just all over the place. The bombing incident was set as a distraction at the military bases around Caracas, and then they came in low with the helicopters and dropped over the facility. Got in there. Delta Force wiped out the Cuban Special Forces team that was there. And Cuba's crying about, they got 30 dead military officers. Well, you mess
Welcome
with
to the game, motherfucker.
Anyway, so they got them.
That's hilarious, because whenever I can just imagine that the Cuban military were riding around in like 1953 Chevy convertibles, all in mint condition because that's the last new cars they got.
Well, they were exported from Cuba to Venezuela.
Yeah.
Because Venezuela didn't have dick. And so, and the funny thing is that Maduro had been, and his military had been taunting the U.S. for a while. Well, oops.
Yeah, this ain't the president that you want to fuck around with.
And the interesting thing is, and I don't, this isn't something that the press tells anybody, but the Cubans have been embedded in Venezuela since the early 2000s.
Oh yeah.
They took over the security infrastructure of Venezuela. The intelligence corps out of Cuba was helping to set up Venezuela's intelligence community and actually was in charge. Venezuelans were not running the security network in Venezuela. It was the Cubans.
Yep.
And these guys,
they were in a partnership with I think the Russians. Is that right, or is it China? It was
China. It was China. Russia's been involved on the outskirts. Their stuff is more to do with reflagging the oil vessels.
Gotcha.
And not, although they were clamoring, Maduro was clamoring for Russian rocket systems for defense. And they had anticipated that the U.S. was going to come in with their F-16s, which would have been exposed to their missile structures that they had, their security systems. But they came in with the F-35s, and they never saw them. They never saw them.
Nope.
So, yeah.
This is how you handle a problem. Because as long as you and I, and as long as your dad was around, it was always one fucking government has a problem with another government. So we're just going to send all of the lonely peons who actually get blown up. Well, Trump, that ain't how he plays. He's like, if I have a problem with you, I'm coming after you. All right, I'm not going to kill all your people. I got no problem with them. I got a problem with you. And I knew he was toast as soon as he said, "Come and get me." Yeah. And I thought, wrong thing to say to a motherfucker like Trump.
There were people on FanDuel saying the over-under on this one is what?
Fucking people, and boy, I bet as soon as he said that, it jumped up.
Oh yeah.
Probability of his ass getting killed or taken.
Yeah.
Up and to the right.
and you know, we hear the Democrats saying that this is all for Venezuelan oil. You have to understand what Venezuelan oil is.
It's sludge.
It's lousy. It's full of impurities and sulfur. It sells on the market at $15 a barrel. It's the grade of it is horrible. It's not the Brent oil. It's not the sweet crude. It's nasty, thick, sludgy crap. They have to dilute it in order to get it to move through the pipes.
Yeah, I think I read that the refining process cost more than the oil. That's how shit it is.
Right. And the bigger problem came back when Hugo Chavez was in power. They had nationalized the oil industry, but they had paid the foreign workers, the engineers, the guys that were running the production and processing plants, well, in order to keep that going. And then suddenly Chavez gets into power and says, well, we're going to cut these costs. So we're going to start getting rid of these engineers from other countries and put loyalists into position. And these guys were, I mean, now corruption seeps in, and the effectiveness and the efficiency of the petroleum processing plants that had been in place and run. I mean, they had South Africans there. They had guys from the U.S. They had people that understood what this nasty oil was all about in there running it. and then Chavez says, you're gone. We don't need you anymore. We figured this out. And they're down to a million, I think it's 1 million barrels a day, which is horrible. The U.S. produces 13 million barrels a day. And as money goes, I think Saudi's production last year was 181 million barrels, and Saudi's was like 5, or not Saudi's. Venezuela was like 5. So that's your comparison. The U.S. was 125. So they're not getting. And now Trump says we're going to buy 50 billion barrels of oil. Now, from the top, we'll take it. It's going to take 5 or 6 years for them to get back up to speed, and that's hopeful. There are some that say it's going to take a decade to get back, but as long as they get paid, the claims of the Democrats that this is all about oil and making his buddies rich, that you're not getting rich on Venezuelan oil.
No, from what I've read and what I heard, it's really good for asphalt, and that's about it. It's like we can kind of make like some shit fucking diesel out of it, but we could use it for asphalt. And Trump has a huge highway plan, from what I hear, coming out in 2026, like the April or May, where it's, like I've said, he's basically gonna do a Roosevelt, where it's like all new airports, every highway will be repaved, just like almost like a public works. What was that
WPA?
branch of? Yeah. And really, because of AI and robotics and a lot of other very deflationary events that are coming, including they have to actually print $7 trillion this year for our fucking national debt. That's awesome.
That's interest alone. That's interest alone.
Yeah, that isn't principal. That's just interest. And if you think about it, it's all right. There are 12 months in a year. If they have to print up at least $7 trillion in 1 year, that's like $1 trillion every 6 weeks. That's a lot. That's a whole hell of a lot. And that is the road to inflationary hell unless you have a productivity gain equivalent to that. Now, I watched an interview of Elon Musk yesterday, I think, and he literally said, he was like, I don't think people appreciate what's about to happen in energy and AI and robotics. He was like, within 3 years, we will have 100% gains in GDP year over year. Think about that. Last year, we had a 4%. I'm sorry, 6.25. What in the hell does 100% year over year GDP look like? Well, with that type of number, you can print a shit ton of money and the productivity will absorb it. So you won't really have inflation. In fact, you'll probably have fucking deflation no matter how much you print. It's pretty wild. In fact, I highly recommend everyone watch the interview of Elon on a show called Moonshots. It's like a 2-hour episode, and it's incredible what he was like laying out. And it's right now, and this is why the headline is corporations need the Bitcoin, AI, and robotics. He goes, we're reaching a point where energy is about to get incredibly cheap. Because last year, all we heard is, oh, we're going to run out of energy. We don't have enough energy for AI and blah, blah, blah. Well, Elon explains, no, we're going to have plenty of energy because AI software processing requirements are going to plummet because AI will write and is writing more efficient AI software. And he was like, we are going to have plenty of energy by probably the end of this year, maybe the beginning of next year. And he said within 3 years, electricity will basically be free. And what I said on the show on Monday, if energy is free, you have to have a pricing currency that cannot actually be inflated at all using pure energy. Because if energy is free, then everything devalues, or not really devalues, but goes down in price. If we're at like 75 cents a gallon, because more and more electric cars and robots. I saw a video of a robot in China driving a Toyota car. It wasn't a auto drive automobile. It was just a car with a robot driving it. So when everything's electric, gasoline is gonna kind of lose value just because it isn't going to be used as much, and so much is switching over to actually natural gas, because we will never run out of fucking natural gas. And you'll never even hear the hippie tree huggers say we'll run out of natural gas. It's generated inside the earth. It's a natural byproduct of the earth. It's just like oil. It's just they've lied and said, "Oh, oil is rotten fucking lizard juice." You know, no, it ain't, motherfucker. The earth produces oil.
Dinosaur juice?
Yeah, the good old give me some good old dinosaur juice. And as energy and electricity gets cheaper, you have to have a currency that no matter how much energy you put towards it, you can't produce more. With silver, if we have cheap energy, they're gonna mine the fuck out of silver. They're gonna mine the fuck out of gold because it will be cheap. Right, especially silver. We're gonna need a lot of silver. So in that situation where energy is cheap, you have to have a global commodity that cannot be produced more of, no matter how much energy you put towards it. And
Go ahead.
And the only option is fucking Bitcoin, because who was it? I think it was JP Morgan is asking around on actually purchasing mining companies for the Bitcoin. They're doing it kind of secretly, but words leaked out. You know, it's like, because what they've realized, and I heard this from a friend in Washington, D.C., and a few other friends up in New York, is the Federal Reserve and the global reserve system has realized unless they get into the printing of the Bitcoin, they'll have no influence on the new system, because the miners are the new money creators.
They came out and said that banks can be providing their customers with access to cryptocurrencies now.
Yep.
That is a policy of the Federal Reserve Bank.
Yep. It's because they've accepted, and that's what everyone was waiting. Everyone was waiting for 2026, because last year was the year where everyone was kind of setting up, and everyone was kind of grabbing a little Bitcoin here as much as they could without really jacking the price up, and they want as much as they can get, because they know this is the new system. It's especially now what's going on with energy, because it's the only thing that isn't going to be mass produced, that's already in the system enough that they can roll out of leveraged That's why JP Morgan and London rolled out of silver and gold, because they know as energy gets cheaper, you'll produce more silver and you'll produce more gold because it costs you less to produce it. Well, you can't do that with fucking Bitcoin. It doesn't matter how large the hash rate is. Every few weeks, we have the adjustment. And the difficulty adjustment happens every, I think, 14 days approximately. And that, if there's a lot more power, it increases the actual difficulty of solving the block. If there's less, it adjusts it where it's a little easier to solve the block. And that leads to approximately your average block reward every 10 or so actual minutes. And it's the only thing. This is what people are starting to wrap their heads around. When energy is cheap, the price of everything goes down. I mean, apples, fucking bananas, grapes, everything basically. And on top of that, we'll have robots out there picking grapes. I mean, there's no reason to have a human when a robot that can work in the fucking dark 24 hours a day, which is going to cost you about $1 an hour to run a full-size robot picking fucking whatever, apples or oranges or whatever.
Yeah.
And so therefore, your labor just dropped like 1,800% as soon as you hire a robot. So what happens then? When you remove labor and you cheapen transportation of your apples from your orchard to wherever, if that's a whole lot fucking cheaper, and eventually electric, an apple is going to cost you an equivalent of like maybe a couple pennies, maybe a nickel, maybe a dime. And that is that is Western worldwide, and China and all of Asia. They're way ahead of us. They have robots fucking doing everything now. They have robots actually creating robots. Robot.
We'll be using this. It's the Juan Deere 3000.
Exactly.
We'll be picking grapes 24/7.
Yep. And something else that people don't realize how revolutionary this is. All right. When you have apples or oranges or grapes or bananas, you have to harvest them. And then you run them through a production plant. Part of that is choosing which ones are good. The robot can actually do that in the field. And whichever ones aren't good, they just won't pick. They'll let it fall to the ground and re-electrolyte the ground. This is a productivity and efficiency boom. Absolutely. Because I watched an episode yesterday where they were teaching a robot how to do like a certain walk or a turn or something like that. And they showed it how to do it once, and then you saw how it learns. Is it in a virtual reality? It creates 100 million of itself and then runs the walking software in the computer program. So you don't have one robot that's like trying to figure out how to walk right or like grab this or something like that. You have 100 million virtual robots that are, and each one of them are run separately. So as soon as one of them learns how to do it, they all know how to do it. And we as we can't even wrap our heads around this because we have always actually been generationally restricted with labor and improvement, where we've relied on growing new humans. That was our labor force. And so we have a human, we raise it up, we send it to school, we slap the shit out of it, we, teach it right and wrong, we hope it isn't retarded, we hope its eyesight's all right. We have all of this raising cost of a child who eventually, hopefully, actually becomes a productive unit in the labor world. Well, we're shrinking that from 18 years to about 7.5, or wait, no, 4.5 minutes. That's how long it takes this place over in China to build a robot now.
That's crazy.
So we are going from 18 years, crossing our fingers that they're not little dipshit lazy fuckers, into 4.5 minutes to create a labor source that is completely programmable and works 24 hours a day and is instantly upgraded to all of the up to the second absolute intelligence and knowledge. That's what people don't wrap their heads around. We're moving out of a human resources economy into a unlimited robotics resources environment where we can grow as many robot laborers as we want. So 18 years crossing your fingers and hundreds of thousands of dollars on health care and fucking braces and books and
Education.
education, plus they want to head out and go to the mall, if that even exists anymore. But you have none of that with robots. As soon as that motherfucker switched on, he's like, I'm ready to work. My name's Joe Robot 17575732571, reporting for duty. We are going to hyperscale. And I do mean hyperscale. Because now, and I've already talked with people in government or who are associated with the government. As soon as there's a problem, within 4 or 5 years, and this is not fucking joking, 911 services, if you dial an ambulance, you're getting a robot. You're getting 2 robots showing up at your place that are basically expert surgeons. If there's an emergency, whatever needed, where if you hurt yourself or you fucking cut yourself and you actually did like a really bad job on yourself, the robots, they are sitting in an area waiting 24 hours a day. They're not at the ambulance house. They aren't at the firehouse, sitting there watching shit and cooking shit up. And hey guys, let's wait for the bell to ring. And as soon as they are called, there's zero they aren't sliding down a pole heading to the fur, right? They are actually built into the fire truck, which is automated. You don't have a fire truck driver. It's a 911 emergency electric vehicle that shows up. The robots hop out. They assess, because they can look at you and know your blood pressure, your heart rate, oxygen absorption, because they aren't just relying on regular light to see. They can see they're creating robots that's eyes can actually see X-ray. So they can look at you and see your arms broke and set it right there. I mean, that's why slowly but surely you aren't going to have hospitals. You'll have hospice, where if you're sick, number one, unless you're really sick, you'll hop on your laptop and you'll actually get an AI analyst that you're talking to that looks like a doctor. It will probably, for a while, even have on a white fucking coat just to give you that illusion of officialdom. But that will be an AI. You ain't gonna be talking to Dr. Smith or Dr. Lee. You're gonna be talking to an AI. And think about this. Those will be unlimited. You'll have unlimited doctors. So how much is a doctor worth? Especially if it isn't as intelligent and accurate as an AI. Pretty soon, you're going to go to the doctor and you're going to go, wait, I don't want a human doctor. I mean, you can like help me out some, but run this shit through Doc AI. I don't want you fucking meat retard. I don't know if you had an argument with your wife, you had too much coffee, you're in a lot of debt, your business is going down. I don't want your flawed ass working on me. And we're reaching a point where the dumbest option in the room is the human. And once we reach that point where humans are no longer the top of the intelligence chain, your human value drops. And that switches into human want. You have to monetize human want and human attention, because human labor ain't worth the fuck, because it's flawed. We're flawed. We get sick. We got to take the kid to the doctor. I can't come into work today. I'm feeling bad. I got a vacation. I'm pregnant. I broke my fucking leg. Every excuse that a robot ain't going to have, and AI ain't going to have. And humans, because of how we're set up, we naturally move towards efficiency. It's why when you're in the living room and you get hungry, you don't walk outside, walk around your house, walk in your back door to hit the refrigerator. You walk from one point to the most direct route to the fucking refrigerator. That's what our brains are. They're probabilistic calculators for efficiency. And now we're going to have smarter than us fucking doing that. And that's why at Calyx Solutions, we're rolling out our non-AI laptop. Because every laptop will have AI. Every operating system will have AI. Well, not ours. Because when you implement AI, guess whose intelligence it's absorbing? Yours. It learns who you are, what you are, how long you pause, what's your preference here, what's your preference here. Well, that's great if you want that for other things, but your private information, your private business, the shit that ain't no one else's business, including AI, that's what this laptop's for. It has a completely different operating system. And actually, Patrick, could you kind of generally run over why you chose the operating system on our new laptops?
Well, there's two of them. They're both Linux operating systems. One is called Mint, and the Mint operating system replicates in look and feel the Windows setup. The other is Ubuntu Pro, and that's for more advanced users. But the Mint is more than satisfactory for most folks to use. It does not engage AI at any point. It's not included in the parameters of the operating system. You can use it. You could take this and go online and go to a web-based AI tool if you wanted to and access it. But from its creation, there won't be any AI integrated into this at all. It's free of AI unless you choose to bring it to a web-based app. So yeah, it'll make life a heck of a lot easier and cleaner in terms of who's the telemetry involved, which is data being transmitted through the computer to a variety of sources. The manufacturer, the software developers who have loaded bloatware on your computer. And in exchange for doing that, they get access to your data because the privacy policy indicates that you have no privacy.
Right. They should actually rename that the "We Get Everything" policy.
Yeah. The invasive policy. Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah. So we were actually discussing this earlier. Ben and I were about when we're going to have this available. We're going to be putting out by March, certainly. We think there'll be some versions that we get out earlier, and those for folks who are willing to lead with their chin and participate in the early versions of this. You'll get all the support everybody does, and as you all know, if something goes sideways, we make it right. So, we just have to get out there and start kicking the tires on Mint as the Linux operating system that we're using. But we're going to be able to use this on anything with a chip. We're going to be able to run it through there. So we're excited about this. We're excited about the anonymity that it's going to provide, and the fact that neither Apple nor Windows will be able to look behind the veil. The funny thing is, Microsoft is starting to get a bunch of crap from folks, and Gates my understanding is he's starting to panic about the reaction that's coming from folks who do not want AI embedded in the applications. And a lot of folks who use the Apple devices aren't aware that Apple Intelligence has been running for some time, and they've been going to school on you forever. So this will. I'm amazed that some of these guys who call themselves tech gurus that are constantly out in the media aren't disclaiming the interference that's coming from both Microsoft and Apple when it comes to your privacy. You would think that if anybody would have that responsibility, it would be a journalist, but they're entertainment writers. And
they don't want the eye of fucking Sauron, looking their way. Like, oh, are you talking bad about Apple? Oh, what a cute little app you have. Let's get that off the App Store. This is why we're launching this laptop, because they are either Apple, Google, or Microsoft is going to lock you in their system. Unless, and notice once again, and I've said this for years, why are we the only privacy laptop fucking company out there? I've looked around. There ain't no one who is selling to the general public privacy laptops. Why not? because they don't want you to be private. They don't want, that is their new fucking currency, is your attention, your information, your all of your metadata is their currency in their world.
Well, you're the product.
Exactly. You're the product. And our laptop makes you no longer the product. It's the only way. Maybe we should name this the laptop the Amish laptop. Yeah. Just digital enough. We'll use a flip phone, but not quite. Oh God, what's that? What's the other group who's like seriously like we plow with horses bullshit?
Oh, Mennonites?
Yeah.
Well, they're not so much. They're Amish light.
Oh, okay. I have it. Flipped.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The Mennonites can have cars. They can use technology. Their cars. This was interesting. A buddy of mine grew up in Western Pennsylvania, and he said the Mennonites had the most badass muscle cars there were, and they were black. They had Hemi engines, they had everything, but the vehicles had to be black because otherwise you're being ostentatious, right?
Hang on 1 second. Let's actually take an old man has to take a leak break, and
that's
then
you.
we will.
That's you.
Hey, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
In fact, if you're all right, I'll just go run and for you to take a leak.
We'll both go.
Yeah, that's what I thought, old man. Don't be pointing at me. All right, guys, we'll be right back.
You flinched. I didn't.
I taste it. It's about right here, right at like the lower level of my tongue.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we'll be right back.
Thank you for that.
What if I told you a truck driver cracked the code to building a crypto empire? Meet Bitcoin Ben. He went from driving 18-wheelers to creating 6 different ways for regular people to stack Bitcoin and build wealth. This isn't just another crypto course. This is a complete ecosystem where you earn while you learn. First up, the confidential bulk purchase program. Get Bitcoin at wholesale prices through group buying power. Then there's Home to HODL. Convert your home equity directly into Bitcoin instead of cash. Need funding? The Loans for Bitcoin program gets you the capital to buy more crypto. Want passive income? Private Key Capital puts your Bitcoin to work. Hungry for something different? Bitcoin Ben's tokenized beef lets you invest in real cattle backed by blockchain technology. And if you want to mine? Bitcoin Ben's mining program gets you started with the right equipment and knowledge. But here's the kicker. Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club pays you to learn. Earn 10% on direct referrals, 5% on second level, 2% on third level. This might be the only membership where you make more than you pay. Ben went from 10 years behind the wheel to becoming the world's most unlikely crypto expert. Now he's sharing everything through live training, community events, and proven systems that work. Ready to stop watching from the sidelines? Join Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club today and start stacking sats while building your financial future. Your truck driving days are over. Your crypto empire starts now.
All right, how late am I? That was a leaner, dude. That was like, oh, have you ever had to use the restroom and then it took so much longer than you thought it would? It was like, oh my God, what am I losing blood here? It was like, old age is a bitch. Older age is a bitch.
Well, it beats the alternative.
That's true. I would much rather have to piss all the time, then never ever piss again. All right, Patrick, you and I have a show in about an hour. It's our Calyx Solutions Cyber Stuff call.
Yes, sir.
Can you explain what it is and how everyone can join us, and give everyone the information to actually get on the list for our new laptop?
Sure. Cyber Stuff is a weekly show that we provide that's live for folks who subscribe to our service. In order to subscribe for the service, you need to be a client. So you have either a crypto laptop or a Liberty laptop, and you would go to the portal. In the portal, we'll ask you for your credentials. You'll log in. You'll go to the Calyx Cyber Suite and select one of the two options that you have for subscription. Sign up for that. And you'll get an email from us on a weekly basis for the live show. You'll also have access to the archives to go in there and see previous videos. And we have a bunch of information today. We're going to talk about the MetaMask fake that's going on. Ledger, once again, finds itself in some dubious territory because somebody gained access to their database. Talk about some hackers draining some multi-sig wallets. So there's a bunch of stuff going on that we want to discuss and help you protect yourself from the bad stuff that's going on out there. Ben had mentioned the list for the Linux laptops. You can give me a call, 702-845-8276. Text me or send an email to info@calyxsolutions.io. Give me your particulars. So either text it or email is probably better. You don't have to waste your time on the call. Just get me the information and we'll start a list. And when that becomes available, we'll give you a shout and let you know that, hey, we're ready to roll on these Linux machines. So either avenue, and you can call. But we'll get your name on a list, and then we'll dial you up and let you know that we're ready. So, yeah, feel free, no worries, and you can use all channels if you want. Phone, call us, text us, email us. We'll make sure your name's on the list. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, guys and gals. All right, Patrick, I'll see you in about an hour. Everyone else, I hope you join us on our Calyx Solutions Cyber Stuff video, because that's the information you need to know for security. And we're entering into, and I have been saying this for years, now that they're rolling out AI, security of your information has to be paramount, because now everything is leaking its way into everything you use, your laptop, your phone, everything. And we have to prepare to privatize ourselves. So,
Right.
All right, Patrick, I'll see you in about an hour. Everyone, oh, yeah.
Sounds good. Hey, Nogeda had asked a question about what do you think about the new Rumble crypto wallet. It's phone-based. If it's a phone-based wallet, I'm not a fan.
Yeah. No,
and it's not been out there long enough, really.
Yes.
So, yeah, this is the same as buying a car in its first year. Don't do it.
Let someone else fucking work out the bugs.
That's right. Yeah, there'll be enough folks that find themselves in perilous territory to give the rest of us, act as a canary in the coal mine and give the rest of us the proper warning. Yeah, so just sit back and wait. All right?
Absolutely. All right, everyone have a great day, and we will see you in about an hour.
Take care. Thanks for
All right,
watching.
Patrick. Love you, brother.
Love you. Bye.
Are you buying and selling cryptos on the same laptop that you're using to browse the internet, read your email, and visit social media sites? If so, you're exposing your cryptos to theft. Whenever you're online, you're at risk of getting hacked and having your identity stolen. How would you feel if someone stole all of your cryptos? What would that do to your finances? Guard your cryptos with a safe and secure laptop from Calyx Solutions. Each laptop is set up just for you and your cryptos, and then we walk you through exactly how it works. Don't risk the security of your cryptos. Order a crypto laptop from Calyx Solutions now to secure your crypto future. Learn more at calyxsolutions.io.